से जुड़ी किसी भी छोटी या बड़ी अपडेट के लिए सब्सक्राइब करें स्पोर्ट्स तक और साथ ही किसी भी नोटिफिकेशन को पाने के लिए बेल आइकन को दबाना ना भूलें।
It wasn't really related to the ball coming in because it was probably a fourth stump ball and he was looking to leave it. So, yes, he has had some issues with balls which have been coming into him, and he's working on it really hard. But what we feel is that at times the batsman, when he thinks a lot about only the away going ball. At times he forgets to concentrate on the straighter balls or the balls which pitch generally in the stump line. So those are the things that we've been working on, and I think if he gets past those 15 or 20 run mark, because even in the previous game he got out pretty early, even in this game he wasn't, he got to play a few balls, but if those dismissals happen once he's past 20 or 25, then it is a more serious cause of concern. But from my point of view, what is more important is that he's concentrating or expecting the balls to be pitching on more stump lines and then taking it from there. And obviously, the second roadblock would be if he needs to cross or get a start, and if he falters, then that's a cause of concern.
Sanjay, your thoughts on the discipline manner in which the Indian batting today treated Rahul, and also how has the pitch been behaved? Is Raj dealing with discipline?
Well, as compared to Rajkot, they put really smart fields and they were bowling to a plan. There weren't too many fielders in catching position even against spinners. So run making, the batsmen had to work harder for their runs. The number of boundaries were lesser as compared to Rajkot, but they bowled a better line. What we felt is that they made us work harder for the runs. So it was a game of patience. So I mean, they were waiting for us to commit mistakes, and probably the batsmen were waiting for the loose balls. So they weren't really trying anything out of the box. So waiting for the loose balls, which was typical day to Test cricket.
Ever since Shaw has joined, opening players scoring rate has obviously gone up. So, considering the two down order and the conditions will be totally different. So, would you like him to continue the way he's playing, or maybe wanting to mellow down a bit?
No, I mean, we all encourage our batsmen to play in their individual fashion, because no team can bat in a similar fashion, or not all batsmen can bat in the similar fashion, because you need to have individuality in your batting lineup and you need to encourage those individual style of approaches of each and every batsman. So that builds up the character of the team. So, and it can also, throw different challenges, because then the opposition cannot really come at you in a set pattern, because they know that a player can play in, many players play in different fashions. So that is something that is always valuable, and somebody, if he can score that quickly, it takes the pressure off the middle order as well, and he himself gets into the groove pretty soon.
Sanjay spoke about Rahul. We've seen in the past also that there was a tendency to overcorrect that Sanjay Bangar when he started playing outside off, then he started getting balls, but then he finds the goal now, playing shot. So as a batting coach, how important is it for you to convince the batsman that you should not look for overcorrection?
Yeah, I mean, the most important thing is, there are so many voices. Definitely, there are various voices, and then you start to doubt your own methods. So for us, he's been a very consistent player. If you look at his career, what his career has been so far, right from 2014 till now, he's had very, very small patches wherein he's not got the runs that he generally delivers for the team. So in between all those good performances, when such a patch comes, it's very important for the player, and even from my point of view, to make sure that his mind is not clouded quite a lot, and that can generally happen pretty soon at this level when you start to doubt your own abilities and your own methods. So to convince him that yes, your methods have been correct, maybe you can get away from your approach a bit or your batting plan a bit, But I don't think there is there's too much of a technical fault. But maybe once he gets past those initial phases, and he expects the ball to be pitched in the stump lines, that's what we've been speaking of quite a lot.
As a part of the coaching staff or as a think tank, like what's the parameter of long go that a batsman can be given, then someone else can be tried. Like supposedly another failure in Adelaide, if there is a result of the game, he has not got chance over here. He's thrown out there directly. So is it fair on that person or how does it work?
See, this is a selection-related question, and probably the selectors can answer this in a better fashion.
When the test match is on, then the doing one aside from the result. So that's why.
Well, you need to look at where the player is, and you also need to keep an eye on the future. And whatever runs that he scored for the Indian team, his contributions have come overseas, and his contributions even in India has come during tougher times. You remember the series against Australia, which probably was the most hard-fought series in the domestic calendar in the last couple of years. He was very, very consistent. So, for a player of that quality, you sort of probably, and the way where he is at this moment in his career, because he's got a long career ahead of him. He's somebody who has been part of all other formats as well. So I think that from a team management point of view, we will back players who are capable of winning matches and who are going to be impact players for us, and who can change the course of a match.
India, what is the kind of lead that India is looking at? Of course, it's bigger the better, but anything about
No, I mean, we have two set batsmen batting. Very heartening to see the way Rishabh and Ajinkya have approached their innings, because both have been very patient and very disciplined. And obviously, as batsmen, when Ajinkya is also due for a big score. So if they get over that initial 30-35 minutes, because new ball is due, and I'm pretty sure that in the first session their bowlers will be fresher, and they will be operating in tandem. So if they can get through the new ball, then we have a very capable lower order as well. So ideally, if we can bat another 2 sessions, and if that happens, we'll be in a great position.